Back at it again as always. So I'm on Instagram last night, and this dude I follow, I'm not gonna shout out his name, but cool nigga from New York, you know what I'm saying? He posts a lot of retro clothes and he posts a lot of street shit. He does a lot of homage to a lot of the old drug dealers and street niggas from New York. And he posts this picture, the infamous meme from the movie Django, where you got Sam Jackson and Steven holding on to Sir Candy, which is Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's got the caption with Eminem is Candy and 50 is Steven, Samuel Jackson. And I'm like, where did he get this? I mean, I know whatever. So I go and I look at 50's page, and apparently Lord Jamar, who's he a lot of people know Lord Jamar. He was a rapper from back in the day, but he also does interviews with DJ Vlad. Now, in an interview, Lord Jamar recently spoke his honesty about how he feels about Eminem and this the whole most of hip hop culture about how Eminem's not that good. He was never really, we never really fucked with him like that. We didn't play his music, and he's got a point. You know, Eminem's radio music was never played on hip hop radio stations. I've never heard an Eminem record in a club. You know, he's got his points. I'm not here to defend Eminem. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a big Eminem fan. I respect his legacy, though. You know, his 5-year prime. But he's not in my top 5. He's not, none of his songs are on my playlist. You know what I mean? But I can't sit here and act like he didn't have some impact. Of course, he's the Larry Bird of hip-hop. He gets that treatment because he's white. Some people are always going to feel like he's overrated. Kind of like when Isaiah Thomas said that if Larry Bird was black, he'd just be another guy. That's the kind of treatment Eminem gets from being the white guy. Some people are never gonna respect his whole thing because they felt like he got a extra hand lended to him, if you want to say. But when it comes to the bars in his prime, that boy got busy. I can't deny that. But anyway, 50 goes on a tear on Instagram like he always does, and he ripped him a new one, and he was getting at Lord Jamar. And this cat that I say, back to the cat that I follow, he's like, you know, on like trying to say 50's a house nigga. So I reply back and I'm like, hold up, fam. If 50's a house nigga for defending Eminem, then what is Lord Jamar? Because last time I checked, he was just as black as 50 and DJ Vlad is just as Caucasian, white as rice or whatever as Eminem. And unlike Eminem, DJ Vlad has done nothing for hip hop culture. He's done nothing for the hip hop community. Who the fuck is he? I wouldn't know what the nigga look like if you put him in a lineup right in front of me, DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad is known for doing interviews and getting niggas jammed up, and I've always called him a hip hop informant, hip hop police, you know, secret worker, whatever you want to call it. Lord Jamar is a very intelligent, conscious brother. Don't tell me he's not going up there doing pillow talk with that man every 2 weeks and he don't know what the fuck is going on. You could look at the last few cases of niggas who have been on that show and have gotten jammed up. And then people was getting smart like, how do you know he's a hip hop informant? There's no paperwork. Where's the smoking gun? You don't need paperwork. You're not going to find paperwork on every single person that's doing dirt like this out here. What you do is you open your eyes, listen to the fucking interviews, okay? Listen to the words. And then go watch an episode of First 48 and tell me the difference. It's integration 1-on-1. That's what he does. Period. So I basically told him, I said, well, what's the difference between Jamal going up there having pillow talk with Vlad and 50 defending him? You know, I'm not defending Eminem. I'm calling out the hypocrisy here. Because at least 50 actually benefited off of his relationship with Eminem. Because if you know the backstory of how 50 got signed, I was in South Jamaica, so I have a little bias there because I lived in South Jamaica for a while, and I was there when 50 came up and was the hottest nigga, hottest fucking fish grease and the whole G Unit wave in the beginning, and nobody in New York City wanted to fuck with 50. This is after him getting shot. This is before the Jam Master Jay and Columbia Records. He was the scariest nigga in hip hop. No one was fucking with him. So the animosity he had towards New York City was already there. And then it took White Boy from Detroit to sign the hottest rapper in the city. And you gotta also know, a lot of people don't know this, Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine wanted no parts of 50 Cent when Eminem presented the idea. Aftermath, the whole prestige of Aftermath was basically them moving on from Death Row and all of that drama. After everything with Death Row, Pac, Snoop, Suge and all that, Jimmy and Dr. Dre wanted nothing to do with another, you know, gangster rapper with a bunch of street beef, and they didn't want anything to do with 50. Eminem had to literally, I don't want to say beg, but he had to lobby for 50, and he basically told them, hey, look, I'll be his mentor, I'll look out for him, I'll look out and make sure he stays out of trouble. Then the deal got done. That's why 50 has such a strong loyalty towards M, while meanwhile, him and Dr. Dre might have not talked in 4 or 5 years, and he's never been in his house, and him and Jimmy Iovine have been beefing for longest. There's always been that loyalty to Eminem. And the niggas are trying to put a spin on it like he's on some house nigga shit, but I'm like, bro, you could say that for the whole industry if you want to take it that far. All of these niggas is working for white guys. You could take that same meme and replace it with Dr. Dre and Eminem, or Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, or Leo Cohen and Jay-Z. I mean, all of these niggas work for white people. So, I mean, what are you talking about? Like, if you're going to call somebody a house nigga or an uncle, you got to have some fucking proof for real. This man gave him a deal and got his situation right. It's not like he's just defending them just cuz. You know what I mean? Like, so that was like, and the dude couldn't even respond and give me a logical debate. All he said was, y'all love that white boy. I said, once again, you're not comprehending my message. I'm not defending Eminem. I'm calling out your hypocrisy. Because it makes no sense to me how you're saying this and Lord Jamar is up there having pillow talk with one of the biggest snitches in the hip-hop business, in the hip-hop media. You know what I mean? Come on. Like, why are we picking and choosing? Because you just don't like 50, I guess. You want to call him that. But you got to call a spade both ways. You can't just sit here and call one person this and the other person has similar character traits or similar behaviors. Now, me personally, I don't think neither one of them are Uncle Toms. It's okay if you could be socially conscious as a black man and have a white friend. You know what I'm saying? Rory is Joe Budden's best friend. And if somebody ran up on Rory, I'm pretty sure Joe would defend Rory. He is his best friend. He just happens to be a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Eminem put 50 Cent on. He just happens to be a white guy. You know what I mean? That's all. And that shit was just crazy to me. I'm like, y'all niggas really pick and choose. And he didn't like that shit, and a bunch of people was agreeing with me and all that. I kind of took some of his shine, but I'm like, bro, y'all niggas gotta come correct when y'all say stuff like this. And I'm always quick to call somebody a house nigga, but my shit has logical points behind it. I don't just throw that term around like that. You can't. You gotta be for real, man. Always and always and always. But yeah, I want to know what y'all think about this shit, because like I say, I've been calling out Vlad for years. Motherfucking Vlad blocked me on Twitter a couple of years ago because I called him out on his shit. Mind you, I didn't at this guy. But I went to his page. I was blocked. I was blocked for a reason. The tweet didn't go viral, as you see. I only had a couple hundred tweets. But he don't want that message being out there. So you tell me what you think. I'm out of here.